just learned about this woman named Judith Jones, and she was a woman who was trying to get into publishing, and she got a job as an assistant at this publishing place. And while her boss was at lunch, what she started doing was using all the materials and all the contacts and the phone and the typewriter and the paper and everything of that publishing company and created her own publishing company. And she would take the people who were rejected from that publishing company and reach out to them. And she used that lunchtime, it's like, maybe an hour and a half or something, every day to start building her own thing. And I just find this to be such a brilliant example of radical permission. Like, I have been a person who was so trained to follow the rules, and I am so scared to do anything that is outside of anything that, look at these, just breathtaking. And there's blue ones right here. Um, yeah, I would never think to start my own business while like my boss was away and use all of the company's materials and start building my own thing. Like, it's just extraordinary. And I'm so fascinated by people who give themselves this permission. How do they give themselves that permission? And, I'm doing it now. So I guess I could study myself as well, but I'm doing it in a way that it was like offered to me, so I don't feel like can give myself like quite the same credit. But I guess that, I could have said when I talked to Jessa and I offered to do the SSP with her, I could have um, just done that. And when she asked me to be on the podcast, I could have been like, no thanks. So I guess I did take that step and feel really, that I did do that. And then I could have just said, like, oh, I don't have the resources to have my own clients. I have my school job, but I need to stay with that and not take on those 47 people who reached out. And I could have just like only done it for the summer or like done it on the side and not been brave enough to actually quit my job. And I guess I could have not taken on the huge project of renovating this house. And I definitely could have given up many, many points along the way when it was really not working out. And I could have not, made this YouTube channel and had the courage to do that. So actually, maybe I am, maybe I am more like Judith Davis than I want to give myself credit for. But I just think it's such a fabulous story that she really gave herself that permission to do something that was pretty outside of what I would think I would like give myself permission to do. And I love that she did it in such a way that she was working in a time when like definitely, like they said in this podcast I was listening to, that she wasn't even loud in the editor's room. And when she came across, she had to process a bunch of rejections, and she came across the actual diary of Anne Frank, and they were rejecting it. And she brought it to the editor and was like, I really think you need to consider this. These are really gorgeous. I don't think I've ever seen this flower before, but it's like a geometric, like, phenom. I don't know if I can get it to focus. It's almost like a raspberry or something, but it's a flower, I think. Let's see. There we go. Isn't that amazing? It's like a little spaceship or something. So she was like, this is incredible. And they were like, is written by a little girl. It's like a diary, and this was only 5 years after the war ended, and people were in active denial about everything that happened with the Holocaust. And she was like, no, I think you should publish it. And they did, and she got no credit for it. And she also was the person who edited and helped publish all of Julia Child's books. And Julia Child had come to her and been like, what do you think? And no one else had been interested. And like, what a person. I just wish I could have known her. She sounds amazing. And I heard a woman interviewed who's like been basically like the historian for her, and I'm gonna reach out to her. I feel like by association I would love to know anyone who was associated with her. But just this, I feel like that's really a theme for me right now, is this radical permission. Like, what are you not giving yourself permission to do, and what would it be like to give yourself that permission? So anyways, isn't this just the most beautiful little spot too? I found it the other day. It looks like it's somebody's driveway, but it has a little tiny sign that it's a conservation area. And I walked back, and oh my gosh, it's just breathtaking. I keep coming back here. So beautiful. All right, love you, love you.